know, there's no question about that. You played on a tough physical Knicks team during your NBA career, and that would fall right in line with a smart, strong foul right there.
I agree. Very good point.
Harden hits them both.
Take a look at what Harden's been doing. 25 points and 7 assists.
And he's really put together a nice combination of points at the free throw line, but also getting the assists.
Can you say fundamentals clinic, guys?
Rockets leading by 6. Kicks to Howard. Here's Ariza from downtown. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in from Oklahoma City. The dish to Durant. And that one is hammered home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Harden the pass to Ariza. Back to Harden. Let's it fly from 18. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrea Bargnani. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Knocks it loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Thomas goes in. He kicks it to Johnson. Rejected by Bargnani. Pushing it up. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Ariza. Ariza's got his 7th assist in the game.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Durant dishes to Johnson.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Rockets leading by 4. And Beverly kicks to Bargnani. Back to Beverly. It's Ariza on the wing. Shot clock at 6. There's the feed to Howard. Inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Monty Eunice is checked in for Bargnani. Thunder shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Thomas goes in. The 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Here's Harden. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston. Seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit. Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
And, guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
Johnson the screen. Durant for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, he'll make a walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Johnson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Thomas.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Houston making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a two-possession game now.
Outside Westbrook. Dishes it to Singler. Oklahoma City gets it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Out to the right wing. Howard, the pass to Lawson. He dishes it to Harden.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. Thunder trailing by 6. Outside Westbrook. He slams it down right on Martinez.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. Clark, he had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
And Lawson hits 2 free throws.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
Passes to Hazania. Back to Westbrook. Inside. Singler dishes to Gasol.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Harden kicks to Howard. Lawson has the open look. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And it's 6 points for Ty Lawson.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
Martinez gets to Ariza. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without fouling.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Sanders is checked in. Harden gets to Martinez. Kicks it out to Ariza. And Lawson, here we go. For the 3. And Martinez with the basket on the assist by Lawson. And the Rockets lead by 13. Gasol passes to Westbrook. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Singler for 3. Good.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Stolen by Thomas. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Thomas is running. Durant for 3. And he gets the bucket. Durant's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
It's Ariza on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Connects! And now they trail by just 4.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Second chance shot. Money!
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Izania, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 11-1 run right now. And Durant, here we go. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And he does get the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 2. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And, Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.